guys, how y'all doing?
We're doing good. We got some special guests with us tonight, don't we?
We do.
Hola.
Very special.
Yeah,
Hola.
we got Parker and Uriah with us.
Hello.
And as we are getting ready for summer, if you joined us for the last week's episode, we talked about like summer camps. What can parents do to get their kids ready for summer camp? So we thought it'd be important to ask the kids what do they want to do for summer. So we got Parker and Uriah here. They're going to give us all the insight. First of all, I want just a quick update. Parker, I know you started high school, so give us an update. How it's going? We talked earlier in the school year. How's it going?
It's going interestingly.
Interestingly. Is it all that you hoped high school would be, or was it a less than you were expecting?
I think it was like expectations here, and it was like here.
Okay. That's not
Slightly higher.
Okay, not
Okay.
bad.
I like that. I like
Slightly
that.
higher.
And then for you, Mr. Fourth grader,
School's been kind of weird. I'm doing more math
oh,
and
Oh,
division and fractions, and I'm starting to understand them a little bit more.
okay.
Back when math, it was simple.
okay,
man.
that's good. You know, math. Talking about math makes my heart happy, guys. It does.
Yes. So we want to ask you guys about summer. I know every kid is typically excited about summer, right?
Yeah, I'm very excited
Okay, tell me why you're excited about summer.
because in the summer I can go outside with my dad and play football. When I go to visit him, the jelly bean season's starting soon, and I can eat a lot of jelly beans, and then I get to play Madden with my dad and destroy him, and then yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a little reference for the jelly bean season. So I'm very much a Starburst jelly bean fan. I have passed that on to my kids. So
Yes, she is.
April, that's when the various flavors of jelly beans come out. So that's all my fault. Try not to pass it on. Parker, why are you excited about summer?
Summer. It's just a breath of like fresh air. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, I don't have to worry about these teachers. I don't have to worry about the annoying kids or the locker rooms or none of that.
Okay. So you're looking forward to not experiencing all of those things. Now, I want to ask you, Coach Val,
Yes.
why are you excited about summer? Because parents can be excited about summer break as well.
Absolutely. Let me tell you why I'm excited. I am
Lord.
excited because I have plans this summer that are not related to my wonderful children at all. Exactly. Summer is good for me as a parent and as an educator as well. I have this desire to be, I'm crafty. If you know me, you know I'm crafty. And so I have a new focus, and I'm actually thinking about starting some body butter, a body butter line.
Okay.
And just kind of dabble in that a little bit, see where that goes. And then of course his Anointed Armor Academy, his daughter's Dominion. Like, I'm gonna put a big focus in that area over this summer, right? So I'm completely excited.
I love that. I wish my reasons for wanting, anticipating summer were that deep. I'm just ready to not have to wake up so early to get into school. Like, sleep in a little bit. I don't have to worry about making sure lunch is packed in the morning. Like, it's less rigid of a schedule. So that's basically what I'm looking forward to.
That is interesting.
A little step back. So, in thinking about why you're excited about summer, Parker, what do you want to do for the summer other than, watch TV, play video games? Like, what do you want to do outside of the house for summer?
Lose brain cells.
That's actually really, really tough. I want to I want to take YouTube more seriously over the summer. I want to go outside, hang out with friends a lot more, and just be just like a lot more open.
When he said go outside, I had to think he don't mean like walking out the front door. Like that was a whole thought in my. That's not what he mean, Dr. Tiff. No, like be outside. He means like we outside. Go outside. Yeah. Translation. All right. For all the olders.
Being outside is just like hanging out with your friends / peers.
Okay, got you. Not like physically riding a bike outside or
right.
Yeah, no.
Got it. Okay, I'm asking.
It can happen, but that's not the definition.
It's not the goal.
Got you.
Right.
So you're right.
Happen, though.
What are you gonna do? What are you looking forward to doing over something that's outside of the house?
So, education-wise, I've been working on a book that I'm making, and I'm trying to release it on December 1st of 2025. So I'll be working on that a lot. Touch some grass, when I go over to my dad's house, swim in the pool. Don't lock myself in a room playing video games. Maybe not lose so many brain cells, and etc.
Oh, got it, and etc.
Okay, goals. All right, December 1st. Now you didn't put it out there, you're right. You know that's gonna have to happen.
That's right. Yeah. So what about summer camps? Yeah, nobody mentioned any summer camps at all. Anybody? Okay. Are you excited about summer camp?
I want to go to one, but it's expensive. It's a pilot training on how to fly a plane. Summer camp, it's 9 and up, and it's expensive. It's $325.
Yeah, for the week.
For a week?
No, for the summer.
For the whole summer.
I think I think that was for a week. I haven't done a lot of research.
Look, here's what I've learned. When your kid Googles something, you got to just go back, trust but verify the information they share with you. So
every single time.
Trust.
Not always.
Trust and verify. That is a parent mantra. I need to make that t-shirt.
Yes. Trust but verify.
Parent POV. Trust but verify.
Exactly. Parker, what about you? I know for older kids, sometimes going to camps isn't like the most fun thing to do.
Well, does Upward Bound count as a camp?
Well, sort of. So he's referring to a program that is based out of our local college here. It's called Upward Bound. And so last summer he spent how many? It's supposed to be 6 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a 6-week program where
I only ended up staying 4, I think.
Because we had some plans. But they stay on campus for 4 days out of the week, come home on the weekend, and they run them through a typical college-like schedule. So they can experience that before they actually get there. The program is supposed to guide them with workshops and skills and things and help them with applications. It even offers scholarships. at the end of it when you get ready to graduate. So it's a really good program, and I think technically it could be a camp, categorized as a camp.
Is it overnight? Like you stayed there for the whole 4 weeks, Parker? You didn't come back home during that time?
So you stay there, I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you go home on Friday, right?
I think so. They either come home on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I know Uriah has been asking me about some overnight camps, but he's 9. I'm not ready for that.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't be ready for that either.
That's a no-go.
I can't even help you, Uriah. I can't even help you this time. Dan, I'm sorry.
Oh, he went to a school trip that was overnight, and the kids got to all stay in
Jekyll Island,
the bunk area together. So I went over like good hygiene, wearing shower shoes in the community shower, all that stuff. But I know some kids, some of his friends have done like overnight camps. We're just not there yet. I think yeah, we're not even talking about sleepovers, but I'm not there yet for the overnight thing. I like a nice, last year you did a rock climbing camp. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and tennis camp.
So like some activities that he's interested in. But what about camp where you just go and do just academics all day? What do you think about that?
Like, you mean educationalist?
Yeah. Like no physical.
Thinking about that one.
No.
Well, if it's like different than just a school, then like I wouldn't mind. Like if they made it like more engaging.
Then I would do that. If it was like, maybe if we were learning in a fun way that I would actually enjoy and want to interact in, then yes, for the whole summer.
So describe to me what is learning in a fun way. What is, like Parker, you said, more engaging. Like what does that learning look like?
The first thing that comes to mind is STEM camps.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
STEM camps: science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yeah. Because it's more like hands-on and everything, you know.
Yeah, because those STEM, like coding is really big.
And it isn't just like
just sitting down
lecturing
and and just
for like an hour,
right. And the teacher sounds like womp 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 because it's summer and you rather be outside anyway.
My idea of like a fun classroom would be maybe if we got to do outside activities, like go outside and do math and learn fractions outside. Practice stuff that you're not great at, but you're trying to get better at.
Okay.
Math, language.
So something that challenges you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When Piper said it, my first thought was like, go to a park or like by some body of water, if that's where you are located, and that's where you do your writing assignment. Like you have to pick something out in nature, and then you have to use a whole bunch of adjectives and write to describe what you're seeing, what you're feeling. Like that's the kind of stuff
to describe it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I won't lie.
Okay, look,
Me
Val
too.
coming up with the summer camp idea already. I
No,
like.
but listen, like educators, okay, let me just put a plug in here because the children are saying, hey, I want to learn. The learning part is not really the issue for me. Like when I'm learning, especially if it's something I like or if it's done in a way that I like, then I'm for that. It's the monotony of sit down, be quiet, and listen and do what I tell you to do.
It isn't the information, but it's the way that they're delivering the information.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Gotcha.
the issue, I feel like.
Absolutely, you're right.
I agree with Parker. If there was a summer camp about learning, then I would want to go to it to learn, but also to make friends who also want to learn like me or who are interested in language arts, math, making books, selling books that go into libraries.
Okay. So the social aspect, I think, is really important. If you have a super social kid, then just making sure that whatever you're picking for them allows them to, make new friends, engage in those that maybe like things that they're interested in, but also it's important to talk to kids that aren't interested in things that you are interested in because that's a good life skill. You're not going to always run up on people who are just dying to talk about everything you're interested in.
Absolutely not.
Talk about some things that you couldn't care less about, and you'll still have to learn how to engage with them in conversation, even just a little bit, just slightly. So I think that's a good life skill. I know for me and Uriah, we had some behavior stuff happen this last week, and I threatened military camp for the summer.
Ooh.
I looked into that. I want a nice strict regimen. Wake up, somebody tell you when to wake up, when to eat, when to go to sleep, some nice hard labor. I feel like
You know what? I mean, like that's not a bad idea. When you have kids and you're having trouble getting them to like stick to routines and you're tired of reminding them and they don't understand that life is good the way you have it, let me let you experience what it could be like.
right.
I like that. I like that. Parker, I like that.
I looked into that this week as an option. It ain't cheap, but it's an option.
But the benefits, see, there's value in that. POV, parent.
Yeah. And you said you didn't like that though, right?
No, I mean there are camps about militaries, like different militaries. There are camps about like Air Force and stuff. Didn't I make that Gmail that you said you're gonna DM Delta?
Oh yeah, I told him to write an email to Delta and I would send it to them because he wants to learn all about piloting. So I was like, write something up and I'll send it to them on your behalf and let's see what they say. But I think it's a good chance in the summer. You're breaking your routine. It's a good time, to explore some other areas that you're interested in that maybe during the school year you couldn't really explore, right? Because your kids are in school, 6.5 hours out of the day. Then you got after school homework, job, all that stuff. So the summer, the day is freer for you to be able to try out some new stuff, some new activities. One summer you went to that camera camp, the acting.
Oh yeah, acting camp. I enjoyed that, even though we had to wake up at like
That was an expensive week, Lord.
8:00.
That was like over $400 for the week. That was not cheap. We only did 1 week, but it was something different that we didn't have time to do and explore and try out during the school year,
Yeah, I know I saw, as soon as you start searching things on Google or anywhere, it's going to show up. So I saw some ads come on my Facebook about Berkeley University that has music summer camps. So they have different weeks for like wind instruments, a different week for percussion, and then they have them like internationally, like all over the place. Of course, they come in a very wide range of prices, but like those options are out there. So just like you said, during the school year with everything that's going on, like for Parker, he's in the band, so for the first semester we're booked. The second semester they even do other things. Summer is a great time to explore or to become more skilled in something that you're good at.
So if y'all could pick one thing that you've never tried before, that if you were able to try it over the summer in the form of a camp, like for a week, what would be something you would want to try?
It would either be between like maybe a tackle football season or visiting Delta for the whole summer and maybe come home for the day on Saturday and go back and just stay there overnight.
Here we go with this overnight camp.
So he got it back in. I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there, Uriah.
I already nixed the overnight camp, but he tried to wiggle it back in there. I heard you. What about you, Parker?
I think similar to the I think it was Rock Eagle, I think.
Oh.
But it's actually like on the camping side with like kayaking, wall climbing,
archery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like really getting outside, like the actual.
Yeah.
So we're entertaining the real outside now. Okay, got it.
Right.
I like that. So I think it's important to give kids some input in what they want to do for the summer, because when they have input in it, then it's easier getting them to go every day versus trying to drag them to something that they don't want to participate in. And it sounds like it has to be a good mix between some physical activity kind of stuff and some learning things as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that.
Speaking of summer camp, my book is based off of summer camp.
So you might get some inspiration over the summer.
Yeah.
Depending on what camp you're at.
No. Well, what if I go to my dad's camp?
Get you whipped into shape so you can start off 5th grade.
Yeah.
With all the brain cells functioning, because I'm this 4th grade age, I'm having some days where I'm like, who are you? I don't know.
No, that's a good point. You're right, because like people who are creatives, they get more creative when they have different experiences. So I really like that. Going to summer camp, doing something that you probably wouldn't have before is also a way to spark like your creativity muscles, because now you have something else to add to, like, to put in the mix. Maybe one of your book characters is experiencing something based off of what you did that was new for you. And so there's more content right there.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, like getting outside of what your normal setting is, you can get inspired.
Comfort zone.
Right, out of your comfort zone. That's right. Those new kids that you might meet at camp, maybe they could become characters in your story, or maybe some of their characteristics could become characteristics for the people you have in your story as well. So you can soak up some inspiration, because we gonna expect the book on December 1st.
December 1st. Uriah.
December 1st.
July 15th. Short film.
Oh, so then there's going to be a short film.
No, then my bad. The juvenile version of the book.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the juvenile version is coming out July 15th. Next year.
So this is what I told him.
Okay, so 2026.
Yeah.
So a goal is just an idea until you write it down. I'm gonna say that again. a goal is just an idea until you write it down. So I want you to write down what you want to do and when you want to do it by.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help hold your feet to the fire and make you like really know what you're working towards.
Maybe
Yeah.
on my birthday I'll add a teaser and post it somewhere.
Okay, now it's getting all kinds of creative.
I mean, yeah. You see what happens?
Hey, that kind of adds to something I was talking about like this morning before church. I think I was talking about somebody who thinks they can versus who can't.
Mm.
And the example that I used, it was basketball. And so I was like, Mom, what is the difference between a confident shooter and a not confident shooter? Oh Lord.
And I was like, I don't know. What? Where is this going? I'm trying to get ready. You asking me questions. Where is this going?
And I was like, the confident shooter, after he lets it fly, he is convinced and that it is going in until something else happens.
Facts.
One of them is expecting it. The other one is only waiting for it.
Like hoping.
Yes.
Hoping for it.
Right.
Exactly.
I like
so
that.
if I'm confident, you're right. If you're confident, then you're just gonna automatically do what it takes to get it done. Now, if you're not, you ain't really serious, you just over there just kind of hoping.
You're
Kind of throwing it up and just kind of hoping it goes in. I
It's
need
like,
you to
well,
be confident.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I like that. That's something to tuck away.
That's Parker and Powers. Ladies and gentlemen, Parker and Powers right here.
I love that. So hopefully if you're watching, you've asked your kids what they want to do for the summer. They don't get to just pick and choose because they got, I know for us here, expensive tastes and no money. So you have to kind of, tease through what is affordable and what can be done, and maybe pair that up with something that you as the parent really want them to get into. Maybe it's something you want them to try, and you're like, okay, you go try this 1 week, and then the next week you get to do something you want to do, and maybe the following week you get to chill at home. However your summer is set up, that I think will get you the best of both worlds, right, Val?
Yeah, I agree. And, you want their input, like Tiffany said, you kind of want to expand them as well because they haven't lived as much life. So you want them to get exposed to different things and get creative, parents. So if finances is an issue, do you know somebody who has some work that they can do or who has a business that they can volunteer in or internship in for just a little while, just a few hours a day even, would definitely be worth it.
Yeah, I like that's a really good point for sure. So make sure that you get some input, explore some new things, and keep the learning going, because over the summer, I'm convinced that
I get back to school and
you get back to school in the fall and now you don't know half of the stuff you knew at the end of the previous school year. So
Right.
keep the learning going, and kids.
That always happens. It's okay.
Important for kids to remember too, like you still need to keep learning over the summer. It's not a time to just completely turn your brain off and just go into video game mode or couch potato mode. Like find something that interests you and go with that. All right. Well, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Make sure you check us out every Tuesday, right? For Tuesday
Yes.
Talks.
Yep.
they
Yeah.
talk.
Podcast, Spotify, also on YouTube. And with that, we will see you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.